September 22, 2025, Google finished their spam update. So if your website got hit by this spam update, in today's video, I'll be talking about what exactly happened, what you can do to recover, and how you can prevent this from happening in future updates. Let's go ahead and get started. If you didn't know, Google rolled out a spam update to purge low quality, low surface level content from Google search queries. And as you can see here, some of my websites were hit, and a lot of your websites, from what I've heard, also was hit. A lot of keywords was lost, and even some organic traffic. But if you look at one case study from one of our clients, even though they lost 50% of organic keywords that they were ranking for, we were ranking for over 50,000 keywords, their organic traffic is still up. So as you can see here, we lost over 18,000 keywords from the United States, 3,000 from Canada, so on and so forth. But the main metric, and the one that matters the most, is your organic traffic per month. And we can see here that organic traffic is still increased and is still increasing even though we have lost keywords. So this is very, very important. And again, I'll be talking about exactly what we did to mitigate the Google spam update, and again, what you can do to recover your sites or prevent this from happening in the future. So why does this core update matter? So these core updates are quality re-evaluation across queries and pages, spam updates, enforcement of spam policies. So these are things that Google does not like: scaled/low value content, doorways, cloaking, hack spam, links scheme. So essentially, Black Hat SEO are doing anything to manipulate the search rankings to rank higher on Google. And this is mostly due to the rise of AI. AI now allows you to create a lot of content very quickly, backed with Black Hat SEO, allows websites to really expedite and really cut corners. So Google is really trying to ensure the quality of their search queries are high, because again, people are going to other places like ChatGPT. So Google really needs to make sure that the quality again of the search queries are in comparison to what is out there on ChatGPT or Perplexity. So there's a couple of different updates that happens from Google periodically throughout the year. Number one is going to be your core updates. And this asks the question, is your content the best answer for the user's intent? So does it have depth? Is it useful? And does it have high experience for the user's perspective? Quality is rescored across many queries. Winners gain and weaker pages loses. So this is a core update that will happen ever so often from Google. Now, what we're talking about specifically is the spam update, which again is manipulative redirects, abusive behaviors, scaled or low content. And there's also the site reputation abuse, which is low relevant third-party sponsored content hosted on strong domains. So PBNs are doing, again, anything that's Black Hat. I don't think most of you guys do that, but these are things that you cannot do in 2025, and you need to make sure, again, the core update here is that you need to make sure that your content is high quality and in-depth content. So if you've been hit by this update, or if you want to prevent this from happening in the future, here are some things in which you can do. Number one is removing or merging near duplicates and programmatic thin pages. So think of, if you have a bunch of different pages and they're sort of duplicating the content, instead of having a bunch of very, very thin pages, merge it onto one page. For example, let's say you're a local business and you have different cities within your service areas, but each one of those pages are very, very similar. They have the same elements, and just the difference is the change in copy. What you'd want to do is actually merge some of the bigger cities. Instead of having multiple little pages that have the same elements, merge it so it's less pages, but those pages are more enriched and more information rich and more unique. Add original value, so data, comparisons, examples, clear steps, FAQs, outcomes that users care about. Demonstrate experience, so have our author bios, editorial standards, about us, and contact pages. So these are best practices that you need to do for your site. Again, if you want to make sure that you're not going to get hit by an update and lose 50% of your traffic. When it comes to technical things, just make sure that your website is crawlable, make sure it's fast, good UX, and it doesn't take long to load, and it's mobile responsive. Also, make sure if you are including links to mark paid or affiliate links. And when it comes to AI usage, AI assisted content is fine, but scaled low value content is not. Prioritize unique insights, primary data, or expert commentary over volume. Right? So again, this is very, very important. Unique insights, primary data, or expert commentary over volume. And one of the easiest ways to do that is by using my tool, WordRocket. If you're a regular to this channel, you know that WordRocket is a tool that I built, and I built it with this in mind. For example, our AI blog generator with web research will actually search up live up-to-date primary data about any topic. It's especially good if it's medical or current events like investing or finances or news. It will find the most primary, more up-to-date information and then use that within your article and include citations throughout the article. So for example, if we take a look at this article about skin cancer, we can see here that we have references throughout the article, so we can be sure that the content is high quality and that it is not just spewing generic content. A great tool to have is your Google Search Console. So Google Search Console will show you what is going on your website. If you sign up for your Google Search Console and you connect your site and you head over to Core Web Vitals, you'll be able to get some really important information here. This will tell you any URLs that need improvement, any URLs that are poor, and any URLs that are good. So we can see here, we've done some work to make sure that we have only good URLs. If you go ahead and open up the report, we can see things here that needs improvement. So let's go ahead and click on that. And we can see again exactly what this is. So if we go to learn more, we can see what that issue is and what we need to do to fix it. And if you can't understand what to do, literally copy this over, head over to ChatGPT, paste it in there and tell it, how do I fix this? Right? Simple as that. You just ask it how to fix it and it will tell you exactly how to fix those issues. So every website is going to be a little bit different. But again, get over to Search Console, go to Core Web Vitals, and this is where you'll find information on your URLs, whether it's thin information, whether it's duplicate content, whether it's spammy content, and then you can go ahead and make those fixes to ensure that your website is going to pass any Google update. You can also go to enhancements, so breadcrumbs, FAQs, review snippets, and you can see any issues that are happening here. So for example, we have an issue here that we need to take care of. So if you're hit by a spam update, this is what you need to do. Identify the violating patterns at scale. So find out exactly what you think you're doing according to Google. This is going to be different for everyone. Remove, merge, rewrite, no index, what can be improved quickly, clean template level issues. So if you can't improve something, just remove it from your site. Even if that means 100 URLs you need to remove it from your site. If you receive the manual action, fix it thoroughly, and then you can submit reconsideration through Google. So for example, if I go back to my Google Search Console and then head over to security and manual actions, if I go to manual actions, I can see if there's any issues here, and if there's any issues, I can fix it and then submit it back to Google. If you're hit by a core update, and this specifically is around your content, wait 1 week after rollout completes, compare week before versus week after, segment your losses by query intent plus page type, improve topical depth, clarity, and usefulness on key pages. Prune or merge weak pages, so strengthening internal links to high quality pillars. Recovery often takes months. So again, if you have weak pages, either get rid of it or merge it and strengthen internal links to high quality pillars. So if you have content that's doing really well, you want to link one of your not doing so well pages to that content that's doing really well. If you do get hit by a site reputation abuse, audit third-party/sponsored sections. So if you are doing sponsored posts or guest posting, make sure it's relevant to your website, or if you are posting on another site, make sure your content is relevant. Require editorial standards, disclosures, and clear ownership. Remove irrelevant marketplaces, coupon/review hubs hosted on your domain. So those are some ways in which you can deal with Google's updates, whether it be a Google Core update, a spam update, or a reputation abuse update. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you got hit by a Google Core update, let me know what happened. I'll be more than happy to try to help you navigate recovery.